In an old village, hidden in dense forests, lived a girl named Alice. She always loved fairy tales and dreamed of traveling to fantastic worlds filled with magic and adventure. One day, while walking in the forest, she came across an old, moss-covered stone with runes carved on it. The stone gave off a faint glow, and Alice felt that it had something unusual. Placing her hands on the stone, she felt a strong jolt and suddenly found herself in another world. She was standing at the edge of a huge forest where the trees were so tall that their tops were hidden in the clouds. The forest was shrouded in fog, and mysterious silhouettes could be seen in the distance. Alice moved forward with excitement and anxiety, exploring unexplored lands. Soon she came across a small village where strange creatures lived: elves, dwarves, and magical animals. The villagers greeted her warily, but one old elf named Elena decided to help her. She told Alice about the dark curse that had befallen this world. The world was once prosperous and beautiful, but a dark mage named Malfoy cast a curse that brought fear and death. The forest became a dangerous place, and none of the inhabitants dared to go beyond their territory. The curse could only be lifted with the help of a magical artifact which is hidden in the heart of the forest, protected by terrible creatures. Alice decided to help the inhabitants of this world and set off on a dangerous journey. Together with Elena, they made their way through the dark forest, meeting dangers at every step. They saw shadows moving of their own accord and heard terrifying screams from deep within the forest. Finally, they reached the heart of the forest, where they found a huge ancient castle. The castle was abandoned, but an evil spirit could be felt. Echoes of past battles and suffering echoed in its halls and corridors. At the very top of the castle, in a dark room, they found an artifact, a magical mirror that could remove the curse. But when they touched the mirror, Malfoy appeared before them. His face was distorted with anger and hatred. He attacked them, trying to destroy the mirror. Alice and Elena fought him, using all their strength and courage. Finally, Alice was able to take the mirror and direct its power at Malfoy. A bright light filled the room and Malfoy vanished into thin air. The curse was lifted. The forest began to come to life, and the darkness receded. The inhabitants of the world met their saviors with joy. Alice felt that her adventures were just beginning. She knew she had to return to her world, but she promised to return. Alice found the stone that brought her here, and placing her hands on it, she returned home. She brought with her not only memories of the fairy tale world, but also new courage and strength. The forest near her village didn't seem so bleak now, and she knew that whenever she wanted to, she could return to her fairy world and continue her adventures.